The site of old Yankee Stadium is now a field of dreams as we look from new Yankee Stadium, opened back in 2009. And today, with the wind blowing out here at the Big Ball Yard in the South Bronx, we bring you Mariners baseball. It's the Mariners taking on the New York Yankees. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, the Root Sports crew on hand. Good to have you with us on this hot New York Sunday afternoon. CC Sabathia takes the mound for the Yankees. He'll be opposed by Felix Hernandez. Right now, let's take a look at the right-handed heavy lineup of the Mariners.
Well, you're right. Brought to you by Chevron. Leading off, it'll be Austin Jackson, Kyle Seager, really having a good series. And then it's Robinson Cano yesterday, 14th multi-home run game for Cano, driving in all 4 runs for the Mariners. Cruz, Gutierrez, and Trumbo in the middle of the lineup. Montero getting the start as the DH. He will bat 7th. Taylor and Zunino round out the 9 for the Mariners. For Sabathia on the year, 4-8 record, high ERA, almost at 5.5, and 103rd. He has 84 strikeouts, 20 walks. He doesn't walk many batters, but look, 19 home runs, opponents hitting 300 off of Sabathia. Take a look at the defense for the Yankees. Brought to you by American Family Insurance. Gardner getting the start in left field. Ellsbury in center. Carlos Beltran just activated. He will get the start in right. Headley the third baseman. Gregorius at short. Drew and Teixeira on the right side of the infield. Brian McCann will do the catching. And we'll take a look at what Sabathia did in his last outing against the A's. 5 1/3, 7 hits, a couple of earned runs, only 2 walks, 1 strikeout through 88 pitches in that outing against Oakland.
That win by CC came after a loss, and then 4 no decisions in 5 starts. So he has not been the ace quality that we've seen over the years. But he has had, over the course of his career, success against the Mariners, 9-6 and 18 starts. Check that. That's 12-5 with a 2.65, beg your pardon. 23 starts, and as a Yankee, 4-2 at this ballpark. Here we go. First pitch to Austin Jackson. Strike to Austin.
When you see the first pitch fastball at 90 miles an hour, that is his average fastball these days. Most of us used to seeing CC in that 95 mile an hour range. That's not what he does anymore. Now it's fastball at 90 miles an hour. Mix in a slider and a changeup.
Reading a story about CC a couple of weeks ago. He's trying to transition into the type of pitcher Andy Pettitte became in the latter stages of his career, when Andy, who wasn't a 97, 98 guy, but he lost something off his fastball, and he was able to be more of a finesse left-hander. That's a big change for a guy who's almost 300 pounds and was really bringing it for the greater part of his career. Here's Stephen Drew throwing at Jackson.
Well, I think having faced Andy Pettitte, I can tell you one of the things he's going to have to do more of is throw his cutter. That's why Andy Pettitte was so tough on right-handers. He'd throw his cutter inside. When you look at CC, he throws 53% fastballs. He'll throw his slider at 25%, his changeup at 20%, but he rarely uses his cutter, and actually his overall velocity is a little better on his cutter. Wow. So right there to Austin Jackson, 2 cutters inside. That might be the game plan for him today.
Well, each of creatures going through their roll call as Kyle Seager steps in, Mariner third baseman. 14 home runs, 42 runs batted in.
Yankees have the shift on with Kyle hitting. But Gregorius, the shortstop, over on the right side of the infield. You can see the second baseman Drew well out onto the grass and right.
In tight to Kyle. Mariners start today 4th place in the West, 8.5 off the pace of the Angels, who won last night. Texas beat Houston. Houston a game and a half back. Texas 7 back. Oakland in last place 9.5. 1-1. Going back is the second baseman, coming in the right fielder, veteran Carlos Beltran, just activated today.
Well, he gave you all the good numbers for the right-handers with CC, and that's where his struggles have been. He has been able to retire lefties, so a couple of left-handers in the lineup, Seager and Cano, will have their work cut out for him, as you can hear the cheers for Robinson Cano, and even make CC laugh a little bit. But left-handers hitting just 191 with a home run off of Sabathia this year.
See Robbie try to suppress the laugh too. Well, 2 big home runs yesterday, wins the game, so it brings it out.
Well, the boos were louder every time he was rounding the bases, so hopefully hear a lot of that today.
Here. 3 big hits yesterday. Break 1 to Robbie. Home plate umpire today, Eric Cooper, Lance Barksdale at first, Quinn Wolcott at second, and Gary Cedarstrom at third. Cano tied for third in doubles in the American League with 23. Kendrys Morales, the Kansas City Royals. Big rip, 0-2.
Two perfect pitches. First pitch right on the outside corner. That last pitch on the inside corner.
Cano 2 for 9 against Big CC. That'd be 3 for 8 on the road trip. Really been coming on these last couple of weeks. Here's the 0-2. Put it in play. Stephen Drew. Mariners go 1-2-3 in the first 9 pitches for CC Sabathia. Nothing across for the Mariners. Yankees coming to bat. On this 92-degree day, Felix with the long sleeves is going to work up a really good sweat here today against the Yankees, a team he's done well against over the course of his career. Here's a look at the Yankee batting order.
Manager Joe Girardi running out a veteran lineup. Ellsbury going to lead things off. Then it is Gardner, Rodriguez, the DH, hitting third. Teixeira batting cleanup. McCann, Beltran. Chase Headley in his career against Felix just .231 with 9 strikeouts. Gregorius, the shortstop, hits 8. And Stephen Drew getting the first start of the series. He will bat 9th. For Felix on the year, an 11-game winner so far. 2.84 ERA. 112 strikeouts, only 35 walks. Opponents hitting just .214 against Felix. And the American Family Insurance defensive setup for the Mariners. Gutierrez getting the start in left field. Jackson in center. Nelson Cruz out in right. Seager at third. Taylor and Cano playing up the middle. Mark Trumbo giving Logan Morrison a day off. He is at first, and Mike Zunino doing the catching.
Felix trying to become the first 12-game winner this season in the American League. First pitch up high to Jacoby Ellsbury.
Talked about it with the Yankees, and offensively they've been really good this year. Again, third in walks. They are second in home runs, and a lot of those home runs coming in this ballpark. So it'll be important for Felix to be ahead in counts. It's a patient club, veteran club. They'll make him work if he is a little bit wild at all. And the other thing, stay away from Teixeira. Teixeira has really done well against Felix. 300 batting average with 6 home runs.
1-1 pitch. Bouncing ball. Attacked by Trumbo. Felix is there, wins the race, beats Ellsbury, 1 away. East Coast temperature pretty normal here for the 19th of July. 92 degrees. Humidity at 46%. You can see the heat rising. Feels like 97, and that real field temperature is supposed to touch as high as 101 in some parts of the New York City metropolitan area. I was up visiting a friend up near the left field foul pole. Seek cover. Seek cover.
Saw a lot of the fans walking into the ballpark today, and they had the water bottles with the fans on top. The misters.
Sir.
Good idea.
I'll take 10, please. Thank you. Here's Gardner. special kicks for the All-Star. Brett Gardner, 10th in the American League in batting, entering today, tied with Xander Bogaerts at 302.
That is really unusual.
Yeah.
So used to seeing the Yankees wearing the black shoes all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he had to get special permission for the white ones today.
Well, somewhere Joe Namath is smiling. So are the A's. The 72-34 A's are smiling. Guys like Billy North, who wore those white shoes on occasion. Two-one pitch. Up high. Keep Gardner off the bases, as we've mentioned before. He is tied for 4th in stolen bases with 15. Right behind Cano with 22 doubles, among the league leaders. 3-1. Ball 4.
You mentioned the stolen bases, and this is an area where Felix has really improved and trying to hold runners, and for good reason. Opposing managers typically will be a little more aggressive on the bases with Felix because they know it's going to be difficult to put together a group of hits. So they try to move the runners around as quickly as they can. See what Joe Girardi wants to do here in the first inning.
Brings up Alex Rodriguez, 7 for 25 against Felix. Popped up out of play. Alex 0 for 4 yesterday. There are his numbers against Mr. Hernandez. Struck out 3 times in yesterday's ball game and also grounded out the second. Decent lead by Gardner. 0-1 to Alex. Up and in. 1-1. Felix checks Gardner. And he's ready with the 1-1 pitch. Through a whole base hit. Here's the guy you were talking about you got to be concerned with. Mark Teixeira went 1 for 2 against Felix last time they saw each other back in Seattle. As you look at the replay of Alex's base hit. Teixeira with a grand slam against Felix back on June 1. Good effort there by Seager, but clear base hit. Here we go. First 2 men. Second and third men to the plate are aboard.
And when you give out numbers like you did, and you see them right there, first pitch changeup right on the inside corner, right at the knees. Felix wanted to call Eric Cooper. The home plate umpire didn't give it to him. Be successful, not just for Felix, but any pitcher in this ballpark. You have to pitch down in the zone. That was a pretty good first pitch.
2-0. Last time out against Yankees, Felix perfect. 9 up, 9 down, and then trouble happened when it started to rain a little bit in Seattle. Bound got a little bit muddy, had his difficulties with it, struggled, and wound up getting knocked out of the box after 4 2/3. Two-0 pitch. Teixeira to the All-Star game for the 3rd time. 22 homers, 62 runs batted in. Team leader in both categories. Tied for the lead in the American League with Josh Donaldson and Kendrys Morales. Off-speed pitch, and he gets it.
Teixeira hitting .250 with runners in scoring position. Almost right at their team average. Their team, the Yankees, runners in scoring position, they hit .251. They do a lot of their scoring trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark.
Yes, they do. Only Houston's hit more home runs in the American League. The 2-2. Phillies trying to get Teixeira. Foul back. Teixeira having a heck of a year. So is Felix. There's Teixeira, as we mentioned, RBI co-leader. 3rd in home runs. 8th in slugging percentage. And he's 4th in walks. Double play opportunity here. And they turn it and get out of trouble. Right on time. Good pitch by Felix to induce that double play. Mariners get out of 1st inning trouble. For a luncheon on the Diamond Friday, August 7th. We're going to honor the newest Mariners Hall of Fame member. He would be Jamie Moyer. Edgar Jr. and other Mariner legends will be on hand for the memorable afternoon. So visit mariners.com/Jamie for more info. The Yankee Stadium down the lines. If you're a dead pull hitter, you're going to love it. Center field, pretty standard. Left center, 399, 385, and sometimes it feels like 360. 340?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Out in right field.
Right center. There's Nelson Cruz. Outstanding year. 7th in batting. 5th in home runs. Done a great job. Top 10 in total bases and hits. And he's been consistent pretty much from day one.
No, he has been, and this should be a good matchup for him. We gave you all the numbers. Sabathia struggling with the right-handers. And Nelson typically hits left-handers well anyway.
Here's a 1-1 pitch to Nelly.
And I like what the main hitters in the lineup have done in this series. Seager with 2 home runs in game 1. Cano with 2 home runs yesterday. How about Nelson Cruz with a couple today?
I'm in.
Warm weather, the ball is definitely going to carry.
Oh, yeah. 2-1 pitch. 16 days since we had a boomstick baby. He had home run number 21 at Oakland, 3rd of July. Up the middle, Stephen Drew. First time we're seeing Stephen in this series. 1 away. He already made 3 assists. Get a look at Goody today, playing in his 14th game. Franklin Gutierrez in left field for the Mariners.
start of the game, we were talking about Sabathia and how rare he uses his cut fastball, which is surprising with all the right-handers he has to face. Only 2% of his pitches. But I think he's using it more here in the first inning, and now even to Cruz, he threw him a couple of cutters in on his hands.
Strike one to Franklin. Sabathia has not pitched since the 8th of this month. Inside, he's got an 8.10 ERA, 3 starts on 6 days rest. Oh, 2 strikes.
Well, it definitely looks to me that getting that rest, that he has a little more life on his fastball. That last fastball at 93 miles an hour.
Stay cool, everybody. Stay cool. Happiest fans right now are the ones in the shade. Count evens at 2-2.
Franklin Gutierrez has really done a good job since being called back up to the big leagues. 281 with a home run. Primarily playing against the left-handers.
Solid base hit up the middle. First Mariner base runner, first hit. Check out our CenturyLink What's Next. We go to Detroit. We'll see Jay Happ back with the ball club against Alfredo Simon. Taijuan Walker against Shane Green. Mike Montgomery and Anibal Sanchez. Masashi Iwakuma and David Price. Price and Felix have just missed each other. Good matchups.
That last one will still be a good matchup. The way Iwakuma's thrown the ball his last 2 outings.
Here's Mike Trumbo. Good to see him turn one around.
Had some success against Sabathia. 5 for 13 with the home run.
Beltran in a few steps. Out number 2. I'll bring up Jesus Montero getting to start as DH today. This will be his 5th game. He has a totally different look since New Yorkers saw him. He was in a very hot 4 or 5 weeks when he first got called up from AAA.
But the other things too, I was watching him today. The guy's basically hitting the tunnels down below, but he came out for some infield work, and he's moving around a lot better too. He even looked better than when we saw him in spring training at first. He is the DH today, but it looks as if he's put some work in at first base. A little more comfortable over there. See what he's done in this stadium. 18 games, 377 with 4 home runs and 14 RBIs in 18 games. That's doing some damage.
And he likes to go right center field here in this ballpark. Certainly a big credit to Jesus Montero. I remember talking to James Clifford, Mariners exercise specialist. I remember talking to him, I think it was during the Fan Fest, and he talked about how Jesus was down there in Phoenix every day, would work his tail off and say, give me more, what else you got? Totally remade his look. Birth of young daughters helped turn his life around as well. Remember last week when we talked to Lloyd McClendon about Montero when he got called back up, Lloyd said the reports were really good, and to your point about playing first base, surprisingly good.
I think sometimes, Dave, he made some mistakes, made some poor decisions. Didn't have the best work habits at times. He was also really young. And he ended up getting here in the big leagues in a hurry, had success in this ballpark with the Yankees, was traded over to the Mariners. Things were pretty easy for a while there for him, and you're right, I give him a lot of credit for basically revamping his body and wanting to get back at this level. And here he is, and he has an opportunity again. And as you know, in spring training, there were no guarantees of anything to him.
2-2 pitch. Fouls it back. You think Cano was happy hitting a couple of home runs here yesterday? This kid's going to lose his mind if he can go yard today.
I'm sure he knew he was going to get the start today and was excited about it. So
there's Robbie, visited by Mariano Rivera before the game. 2-2. Good take. Taken off is Goody, and he's going to get the second standing up. Wild pitch.
Again, the catcher going out. Now you have first base open with 2 outs. Probably asking Sabathia if he wants to go after Montero or maybe try to throw his slider. Going to get him to chase with Taylor waiting on deck.
Montero traded over here in the Pineda deal. They were talking before the game. The 2 big men. I mean, Montero's a good-sized kid, and Pineda's even bigger. 3-2. Takes down low. Mariners have 2 on, 2 out here in the second.
And a good at bat right there. 3-2. A lot of times hitters will get over anxious thinking they're going to get the fastball because Sabathia will throw a lot of them, but missed with the changeup.
Here's an opportunity for Chris Taylor. Youngster against the veteran left-hander. First time they're facing off.
And this will be interesting to me because what we've seen of Chris this year is he's really tried to hit the ball to right field. And I think if he gets that cut fastball even middle in, I think he can hit it hard to right.
Good arms, not great arms in the outfield. 1-0. Make it 2-0.
2 cutters missing with both of them.
The other thing, too, CC this year, you mentioned some of those numbers about left-handers and 191, righties 331. He's given up 10 leads this year.
Well, you have to keep that in mind if you're the club to stay after it. 21 pitches in the inning for Sabathia.
Taylor's got a good count here, 2-0. Long look by CC, and Taylor backs out. There's a strike. 2-1.
That looked like the slider. 2-0 count.
Taylor out of the University of Virginia. He's got Goody and Montero aboard with 2 outs against a veteran Karsten Charles Sabathia. Going to turn 35 years old in a couple of days. Bouncing ball, Headley, short way, inning over. Threaten, don't score. Home second coming up with McCann, Beltre, and Headley swinging the bats.
Seattle Mariners baseball and Root Sports being brought to you by Alaska Airlines. 80 non-stop destinations and growing. By your local Ford stores. By the Emerald Queen Casino, welcoming Martina McBride, the Everlasting Tour, August 1st. Tickets at emeraldqueen.com. And by Safeco Insurance. Find a local agent at safeco.com. Want a nice cruise around Manhattan? Take the Circle Line. About 3 hours, and you hear all kinds of historical goodies and nuggets. And you start on the Hudson River and work your way south and then come up the East River into the Harlem River, go under the GW Bridge and then back down to around West 40th Street. A lot of historical facts that point out where Babe Ruth used to live on Riverside Drive at about 79th Street.
With these temperatures today, might be a good idea to go out on the boat, get on the water for a little while.
Let me tell you something, when the kids were 3 and 4, hey,
was
Mama,
it?
what are we doing? Circle Line today.
Let's cool off a little bit.
Yes, sir. Ryan McCann.
Phillies having to throw 17 pitches in the first inning, was able to help himself out with a double play to get out of a little bit of trouble.
Ball and 2 strikes to McCann. 2-run homer in yesterday's game, tied it up in the 4th. After Cano had given the lead to the Mariners in the first inning, and then Robbie put the Mariners in front for good in the 6th.
We really haven't talked about it much, but kudos to the bullpen again. 4 holds yesterday and a save for the bullpen. Beimel, Lowe, Nuno, Rodney, and Carson Smith getting a 4-out save in that one.
1-2. Fly ball right field for Cruz. Carlos Beltran will be the hitter now. The guy's had a terrific career, but these last few years, it seems like he's monthly on the DL. Left oblique strain. It's the most recent one that he's coming back from. Carlos playing in his 67th game. He's 2 for 4 against Felix. There are his numbers. Chris Taylor on the spot. 2 out. Be on hand for the 11th annual Stitch and Pitch Night at Safeco Field Tuesday, July 28th. Join other fans who will be knitting and sewing while enjoying Mariners baseball. The specially priced ticket is $15. Got to jump on that. Includes a Mariners tote and is available right now only at mariners.com/stitch. Quick 2 outs. Here's Chase Headley, switch hitting third baseman. Six for 26 against Felix. He's way ahead 0-2.
And Felix here in the early going, mixing in all of his pitches, was able to get a strike on the outside corner with a curveball.
Felix trying to get his second win here in the month of July at Oakland. Back on July 4th. Took the loss in a 7-inning performance. And that was, tell you what, that was a great performance because he didn't have his best stuff. And he gutted it out. Did a great job. Had some trouble getting to the gap. Headley will get the second. As Jackson will get it back in. Headley's 13th double. 2 outs. He's at second for Didi Gregorius.
Hey, look at the swing by Headley. Ball running away from him. A little bit of an inside-out swing. Looked like a slider. Back-to-back innings. Felix will have runners in scoring position.
Outfield coming in a little
to a shallow depth against Gregorius as he chops this one foul. Jackson center field up close, so is Cruz, so is the left fielder Gutierrez. Warriors doubled yesterday in the 7th inning, 1 for 4 day. Tony Pena was ducking, first base coach.
Yeah, there you go. That's why he's wearing the helmet.
What a good guy and a great catcher. Pittsburgh Pirates.
He had one of the best throwing arms I've ever seen.
Wasn't it ridiculous?
Yeah.
Just a whip. And something, a lot on it. And very accurate. Tony, first base coach. He'd been a bench coach the last few years. Coached the Dominican team. Won the World Baseball Classic. That team was loaded.
He used to throw guys out from his knees all the time. Remember that? He was one of the first catchers
right?
I saw do that.
1-2. Line drive center field. Jackson, he's there to make the catch. Told you he was playing shallow, and it paid off. Good jump on that one by Austin Jackson. No score here at the stadium. No, big catch. And there's Austin Jackson stalking in short center field, and boy, did it pay off. Got a great jump on it.
You talk about it every now and then. You have to catch a break when you're pitching, and Felix loves the catch right there to get him out of the inning. But I think instead you have to give the coaching staff of the Mariners some credit for that defensive positioning. That saved him a run right there.
Mike Zunino leads off. Good scouting, to be sure. Rich Dunley has to scoot out of the way. Zunino, Jackson, and Seager 9-1-2 here for the Mariners. Ball of 2 strikes to Mike. It has been a struggle at the plate this year, a lot more struggling than we anticipated. coming into this campaign. Ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called.
A couple of tough calls on Mike Zunino. You can see on the EQC tracer both of those pitches borderline. That last one borderline in and up. Talking about struggling. Pitches like this certainly don't help. Almost hit him on his elbow.
Nobody more stunned than Mike. Matthews' first strikeout. Top of the order. Here's Austin Jackson. Breaking ball for strike. Austin to ground out to second. Lead off the ball game. Left field. Going back, Gardner on the track. Jumps in, makes the catch. He's got good wheels out there. Made a nice play.
You were talking about it earlier that all of them really average throwing arms, but what they can do is cover a lot of ground. You take a look at our Alaska Airlines Supermo as Gardner goes all the way back just in front of the fence to make the leaping catch and take extra bases away from Jackson. But they cover a lot of ground, and you really need to, especially out in left center field.
Two outs brings up Kyle Seager. Ball 1 to Kyle, flat out to right his first time. Breaking ball misses. Sabathia in his 7th year with the Yankees. Began his career in Cleveland. 20th pick overall in the first round back in 1998. Good count for Kyle at 2-0. Off the fist. And it's enough to drop in front of the right fielder Beltran. So base hit for the Mariners. Time now for a Geico this date in MLB history. The debut, the Dominican dandy Juan Marichal, a one-hit complete game shutout. Struck out 12 Phillies. I might have been at that game. Those were some terrible Phillies teams. Take no disrespect for Mr. Marichal, but he was a great pitcher. Throw that leg up in the air. Man, fastball hit. An assortment of pitches.
Classic windup.
Oh my goodness. San Francisco Giants. Juan Marichal. Would have liked to have seen him when we were in San Francisco last month. We did catch up with Willie McCovey. Here's Cano. Now that 1960 team developed into the 61 team that lost 23 consecutive ball games. Painful youth.
You still, I was going to say, you still look a little disappointed about that.
Golly. Don't wear that red hat. He attacked it.
Yeah, a good pitch to hit. One of the few fastballs we've seen in the middle of the plate this afternoon. With 8 home runs on the year, 6 of them in the last 21 games, and he looked as if he was trying to get another one on that swing.
Made no play for Headley. Cano now 2 for 10 against CC Sabathia.
Long look. Get the sign from McCann. 1-2 to Cano. Runner advances. Seager safe to second. Ball 2 on Cano and a wild pitch. Second of the day for Sabathia.
Take a look at it again, and anytime you see the ball going towards the dirt, you like to take off, and Kyle, seeing it in the dirt, takes off right away. And that's tough because you can't really tell how far away from the catcher it's going to be, and the Mariners have done that twice. Gutierrez earlier, and now Kyle able to get himself in a scoring position. Gutierrez did it in the second inning.
Mariners trying to get to Sabathia. He's won 212 games with a career ERA of 3.69 against 127 losses. 2-2 to Cano. Casey steps off. Gregorius keeping Seager close to the bag at second. Struck him out. 2-2 breaking ball worked out for Sabathia. His second K with the Mariners with the runner in scoring position. No score here at Yankee Stadium. Baseball here on Root Sports, brought to you by USAA, proudly serving the needs of the military community for over 90 years. And by BNSF Railway, sponsor the BNSF Blast. Plenty of good eats here at Yankee Stadium. As we watch the rubber game of this series. And yes, indeed, keep your boys hydrated. That's a good dad there. There's a boy and a little girl, so he's got. That's it. Keep him cool. There we go. Good move.
Trust me, they'll dry up quickly.
Oh yeah, let's see that. Stephen Drew, the hitter, leading things off here in the home third. Batting in the 9-hole, playing second base. First time we've seen him in the series. Kobe Ellsbury and Brett Gardner to follow.
See if Felix can put together a couple of stress-free innings. Runners in scoring position in each of the first 2 innings for him. He was able to get out of both of them, obviously. Fine running catch by Jackson in the second inning to get him off the field. But there you go, 34 pitches, 22 strikes.
Ground ball to Cano. There's a Trumbo, one away.
Another good sign for Felix. So far, just a couple of fly ball outs. Trying to keep the ball on the ground.
Yeah, you were talking about that in the open, how critical it is in this ballpark against left-handed hitters with the wind blowing out in this hot air.
Yeah, the short porch and right. Want to stay away from it if you can. Looks like there's a little bit of a breeze going out.
Yep. Top of the order, Jacoby Ellsbury. Grounded out the first. Strike one. Yankee hits today. Alex Rodriguez in the first with a single and a double by Headley in the second. Seager at third, close to the grass, on the grass now for Ellsbury. Shoots one foul. Yankees start today, first place in American League East, 3.5 up on Tampa Bay, 4 on Baltimore. Toronto 4.5. Boston got hot coming into the break. Red Sox 7.5 back. Just got Pedroia back off the deal. Bouncing ball, nice job by Trumbo. Go get that short hop. 2 away. Another ground ball for you. His team draws well. 46,000 yesterday. 47, almost 48,000 in the first game. Number 1 in attendance in the American League and number 5 overall in baseball. The Dodgers are number 1 at 2.3 mil. Giants at 1.9, Cardinals 1.9, and the Yankees at 1.7. Brett Gardner walked in his first plate appearance. Breaking ball for strike one.
One of the things that Felix has really improved on this year, he used to throw a pretty good fastball 95 to 97 with a curveball, and then he found that changeup and got away from his curveball at times. There's a good fastball in the outside corner. He's starting to use his curveball a little bit more this year. This year he's around 20%. And why wouldn't you? The league hitting .097 and slugging .097 against his curveball.
One and two. Pitch to Gardner. Took something off, skies it, short left field, easy play for Goody. Hangs with it out there, battling the sun and just a little bit of a breeze. Good inning for Felix one more time. Well done. No score, 4th inning coming up. This franchise. Wow. As we take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Detroit's our next stop. Get there tonight, 8, 9 o'clock tonight Eastern time, and then back home after a Thursday day game. 3 with Toronto, 3 with the Diamondbacks, and Diamondbacks who had been playing pretty well have slipped lately. And then the Minnesota Twins will go visit them along with the Colorado Rockies. Twins in second place in the Central Division, 5 behind Kansas City. Toronto, 4th place in the American League East. Here's Nelson Cruz to lead it off in the 4th. Now he grounded out the 2nd, his first time up.
Be interested to see how all these right-handed hitters are going to do second time through the lineup. Austin Jackson, his second time up, was robbed of a hit by Gardner in left field. See what kind of adjustments these guys make to CC.
Cruz, Goody, and Trumbo 4, 5, and 6 here against CC Sabathia. CC has given up 2 hits. Felix has given up 2 hits. Way outside. Felix struck out. Check that CC struck out 2, giving up 1 walk. Felix still looking for his first K. He's walked 1. Two and 2. How'd you like these hot days? Close to 100. Real field temperature of 100.
I loved it. I think most of the guys would, because at this point you're in July. A lot of these guys are beat up a little bit. You feel better running around. Doesn't take you long to get loose at all.
I'll say. I was ready to go when I walked up the dugout steps. Cruz strikes out.
I just stayed away from him the whole time. Ended up chasing a pitch off the plate away. Take a look at it. Again, CC has a little bit better fastball today. This one at 92.
A little late run, too, huh?
A little run to it. Close. Like Nelson, we've seen that from him before. Just tried to foul it off. Seemed to get a better pitch to hit, but he swings through it.
That's back-to-back Ks for CC. 3 on the day. Goody on a 2-2 pitch, single to center.
You know, one of the few Mariners to hit the ball hard off of him so far.
Top foul. Goody's been a good right-handed addition to this ball club, which has struggled for most of the year offensively, last in the league in hitting. He's putting up some nice numbers in action down at Tacoma. 1-1.
It's one of the things we talked about with Franklin Gutierrez when he was called up, and I made the comment he's going to play against left-handed pitching. And really, it's a health issue for him. If he's healthy, he's going to help this team. And I know Lloyd appreciates the fact he's a veteran guy that has had success at the major league level. He knows he's going to have to monitor his health. At times, he won't be able to play him in the field. But so far, he's played well.
Ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 call. 3 consecutive strikeouts for Sabathia now. 2 outs in the 4th, and that's his 4th strikeout of the afternoon.
And you can see the effect of his cut fastball. Take a look at this last pitch. A little two-seamer. It actually runs back on the corner. Franklin thought that was going to be inside off the plate and runs it back.
Two out, nobody on, brings up Mark Trumbo. 5 for 14 with the homer against CC Sabathia.
And he had a good swing at that fastball. Elevated fastball. One of the better ones we've seen from Sabathia at 93 miles an hour as he fouled it straight back.
Trumbo entered today. Nice clip over his previous 10 games, hitting at .452. That's certainly a big turnaround after his first 22 games with the Mariners, hitting a .139. Another big rip. 1-2. Sabathia, 95-54 in his 7th year here with the Yankees. 8 years in Cleveland, won 106 games, lost 71. Closed out a year with Milwaukee. Back in 08, went 11-2. They made a playoff run. Fans applauding with 2 strikes. Pitch way outside. 2-2. Outfield fairly deep for Trumbo. 2 outs and nobody on. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. Strikes out the side. 4 consecutive strikeouts. 5 for the afternoon. We got a pitching duel here in the Bronx. Here on Root Sports, being brought to you by Jack in the Box. Taste the new black pepper cheeseburger today, only at Jack in the Box. By CenturyLink, your link to what's next. By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. Hot, sultry day in New York City. Big crowd on hand at Yankee Stadium. Rubber match, Mariners and the Yankees. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and Root Sports crew. Good to be with you this Sunday afternoon. Mariners will be back home next weekend. Take on the high-scoring Toronto Blue Jays. Alex Rodriguez leads off against Felix. And looks at strike one. He got a base hit to left field in his first at bat.
I thought it was a good idea to start him with the breaking ball right there. Something moving away from him. The Mariners have pitched him inside throughout the series. The one time they didn't, he hit a home run to right field. But Alex looked to me as if he was looking inside in that last at bat. Goes right back to it again. Hard slider. Trying to cheat inside. Felix made a pretty good pitch with a fastball. Right on the inside corner. He hit it hard into left field. So now he starts him with a couple of breaking balls, a curveball, and then the slider.
Oh, 2 against A-Rod, leading off the Yankee 4th inning. Had some movement to it. Dropped in the zone for ball 1. One-two pitch. Back him off. Now it's to be followed by Mark Teixeira and Brian McCann. Two-two pitch. Struck him out. Felix Hernandez, his first K of the afternoon, a big one, getting Rodriguez leading off the 4th.
One of the things that he does well, we talk about the pitches, and they're all plus pitches as you look at our Alaska Airlines Supermo and this breaking ball from Felix. So he changed up on him again with the fastball that he hit into left field. A couple of breaking balls early, missed with the curveball. The best pitch in the at-bat, the fastball, well in off the plate to move him away and puts him away with a slider. Smart pitching.
Here's Teixeira. And he faces a defensive setup with Kyle Seager having moved over to second base side. Cano in short right field. Tex bounced into a double play first time. Fouls this one off 1-1.
'50th pitch coming up. 49 pitches, 33 strikes for Felix. Talked about it before the game. Teixeira is the guy he needs to be careful with as you take a look at Rick Waite's pitching coach. There you go. That's a good changeup. But Felix, I think against Teixeira, this is the guy, and Felix is certainly aware of it. And you talked about the double play. That ball was hit hard. It was a one-hopper right to Cano at second.
Felix ahead 1-2. And that's going to be good enough to drop in. It does. Jammed him, and it worked out to the benefit of Mark Teixeira. Third hit for the Yankees comes with one out here in the fourth. Brian McCann's going to be next. They get ready to provide the soundtrack for this Friday's fireworks night, presented by Seattle City Light. Sing-along addition to great rock classics such as Don't Stop Believin', Shout, and Bohemian Rhapsody. Be on hand to enjoy Friday's post-game fireworks show, and you pick up your tickets at mariners.com. McCann fly it out to right. Strike one to Brian. 2 for 11 against Felix. Five lefties and 3 switch hitters in Joe Girardi's lineup today. Way outside. Tremendous success in this new Yankee Stadium for Felix. 5-1, a 1.37 ERA. 6-2 overall in his time pitching against the Yankees. Here's a strike to McCann. 1-2. Overall, Felix in 18 previous starts. Total body of work against the Yankees 9-6 with a 3.26 ERA. 1-2 to McCann. Strike 3 called. And didn't like it. Second strikeout for Felix. Both of them in this inning. 2 away. That'll bring up Carlos Beltran.
McCann doesn't argue too much on this pitch. You take a look at it. He thought it was down. It's on the corner, but he thought the pitch was down. But he is also catching CC Sabathia, and we've seen it through the first 4 innings for Sabathia now. He's been given a few pitches today. And I think McCann doing the catch and wants to keep that the same for Sabathia and help him out in that area.
Kept his cool with that in mind.
Yeah.
Beltran bounced to shortstop first time up. Felix in his last outing, it was against the Angels. Before the break, 7 innings, a 5-hit shutout ball. Got the win. Win number 11. He's trying to become the first 12-game winner of the season.
We'll take a look at Mike Zunino in our Alaska Airlines Supermo and the way he catches it right at the end of the webbing. And just a little slight movement of his glove, raise it up a little bit, try to help out Eric Cooper, the home plate umpire, and get Felix a strike.
Run a 3-0 count here to Beltran. 2 out, man aboard at first. Mark Teixeira on deck. Chase Headley. And he walked him. Second walk. Issued by Felix. He walked Brett Gardner back in the first inning. Now he's got 2 on, 2 out.
And it's 3 out of 4 innings where he'll have a runner in scoring position. The Yankees so far 0 for 2 in the game.
2 for 17 on the series. Headley had doubled to left center. First time up. Ball 1. 5 straight balls Felix has thrown. Rick waits. As calm as ever. Does his big guy's got it under control. 1-0 pitch. Back with a strike.
And a good fastball at 93. Perfect pitch.
You're so fortunate to watch a guy this good, this consistently. Needed a big strike there. Found it on the edge. 1-1. Breaking ball. Yes, sir. Strike 2.
Well, and that's the thing. Felix able to get right back in the count 1-2, but it was that fastball, because I guarantee you Headley was looking for the fastball in that count, but because it was a perfect pitch, he has to take it. When you don't have a strike, you don't want to hit a pitch like that. Felix aware of it. The main thing, he's able to execute it with some movement.
2 strikes. Down low. 2-2. Big pitch. 2-2 to Headley. Counts run full.
He really wanted that last pitch. It looked like a curveball, and you can see on our EQC tracer the location of that pitch.
Two outs. Runners will be on the move. 3-2 count coming up here to Headley. Felix set. Runners go. Pitch. Breaking ball. Loop. Left field. Down the line. Foul ball. Center cut that pitch.
It's a curveball. Wanted to throw it for a strike. He didn't want to walk him, but he wasn't going to just give him a fastball to hit. And you can see the late swing because of the break of the ball from Felix that Headley had.
So he comes back with here 3-2. Felix ready. Runners run. Pitch fouled off.
When you throw the curveball 3-2 and he was able to foul it off, now all of a sudden you put some doubt in his mind. He comes right back with a fastball, paints it on the inside corner, really ties him up with it.
Sweating it out. I was walking around the ballpark. Met a trio of ladies made their first road trip together. Watch the Mariners. Pitch. Ground ball right to Cano. Felix escapes again. Nice job as he gets a couple of strikeouts and a much needed ground out. No score here at Yankee Stadium. Both these pitchers have made some really good pitches here, Mike, in some stressful situations.
Well, you're right. We talked about Felix needing to get the ground ball today, and he's been able to do that. There's a good strikeout of Alex Rodriguez, but CC Sabathia able to match him as he strikes out Cano when he was in a little bit of trouble. Here's a swing by Cruz. Sabathia, a better fastball today than we thought he was going to have. He's been at 93 miles an hour.
Montero leads off, couldn't check his swing. Strike one. He walked his first time up. Mariners trying to break a string that CC's established here with 4 consecutive strikeouts. He's got 5 in the afternoon. Montero gets it by a diving Teixeira, base hit, 3rd hit of the afternoon for the Mariners. Fine start to the 5th.
And it's good hitting by Montero. Look at the location of this pitch, right on the outside corner. Doesn't try to do too much with it. Head right on the ball, and Montero, he has a lot of power to right field. Solid base hit into right.
Brings up Chris Taylor. He's 0 for 1. Both teams have 3 hits. Bunt shown, bunt foul. And he needs to make it a really good bunt too, because Montero is not that fleet of foot.
No, you're right. And typically in this situation, you want to bunt it towards the first baseman because he has to hold the runner on. But Teixeira, like we talked about it throughout the series, really good defensive first baseman. It looks like he's already cheating about a half a step towards home. I think he's too concerned. He might leave a little bit early.
Taylor shows bunt early. Bunt foul.
He just jabbed at that last one a little bit. It was a fastball out over the plate.
Oh, 2 to Chris. That is enough, plenty enough. Base hit. Montero will hold at second, and the Mariners brewing something here in the 5th. Couldn't get the bunt down. He delivers a base hit on an 0-2 pitch. They'll take it.
They'll get you out of hot water with the manager.
No doubt about that.
Well, if he was having Taylor bunt, I wonder if he'll have Mike Zunino bunt right here. As we take a look at this swing by Chris Taylor. Again, another good pitch by Sabathia. So Montero with a base hit to right, and now Taylor going to right on another pitch that was on the corner, maybe even down out of the strike zone. Yankees expecting the bunt. Corners are playing in. In this case, you want Zunino to bunt it towards third. Make Headley come in and field it so Montero can get in there without a play.
Oh, that thing dies just where he wanted to. Nicely done. Sacrifice. 3-4. Great job by Zunino on his 5th bunt of the season.
Worked out well. Yeah, you're right. That worked out well because he was really able to deaden the ball. And this is a fastball that's up in the zone. So many times you'll see hitters pop it up, but Mike does an excellent job keeping the barrel up high and just catch it. That's all you want to do. You don't want to do anything, jab at it or any of that. Good look in our Alaska Airlines Supermo and the technique. See the barrel above his hands. Starts to drop a little bit right there. Set that thing at the top of the strike zone, so all you have to do is go down, and that's exactly what Mike did.
It's one of the best ones we've seen this year. Base hit could mean 2. 3rd time around for Austin Jackson. Strike 1. He hit a fly ball that Gardner had to backpedal and make a leaping catch to take extra bases away from him. Austin 0 for 2. Montero at 3rd, Taylor at 2nd.
He hits a fly ball to the outfield. He will have to push them back a little bit. Again, Montero does not run well.
That is foul. And Jacoby Ellsbury playing shallow at center field. A couple steps towards right for Jackson, who's behind 0-2.
And because it's only 3:14 down the right field line, Beltran, the right fielder, they're always shallow. Tough to score from second base on a base hit out to right.
See if Austin can come through, do some two-strike hitting here. Second and third. Great threat by the Mariners with one out. Mariners had runners at first and second. In the second inning, couldn't score. Seager got a base hit and was wild pitched the second and the third inning. And he was left out there. Then Sabathia went to work. He struck out the next four men. And now here in the fifth, a couple of singles and a sacrifice have him in some trouble. Thrown 9 consecutive strikes.
The Mariners so far this afternoon 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position.
Another big pitch here, 0-2. McCann sets up outside. Jackson doesn't offer.
Kyle Seager with a base hit his last time up, waiting on deck.
Great opportunity here for the Mariners. 1-2 to Austin Jackson. 1 out, 2 on. Pitch. Fouled off again.
As you can see right there on the EQC tracer, all those pitches, all of them fastballs, cut fastballs in on his hands. There's another look at it. And Austin fighting hard to stay inside the pitch.
Unballed, 2 strikes. Pitch to Jackson. Base hit up the middle. Montero scores. Here comes Taylor right behind him. Ellsbury with the throw. And it's cut off by Teixeira as Rich Dunley held up Taylor at third. Mariners have a 1-0 lead. Great at bat by Austin Jackson, picking up his 20th RBI. Good at bat.
It was a great at bat. Fouled off a number of pitches. And again, staying inside the fastball. This one more middle end. Didn't quite get that one to the corner. And that was enough for Austin Jackson being disciplined, staying with that approach, and driving it back up the middle.
Here's an opportunity for Seager. Kyle 1 for 2. Base hit to right his last time up. He's now career 2 for 15 against Sabathia. Off the fist, fouled away.
On that base hit, Taylor not able to score. One from what you were talking about, Dave, that the outfielder was playing shallow in center field. But the other part of it, because it was a line drive that went right by CeCe, he froze at second base thinking he might have a chance to catch it. By the time he started again, Rich Donnelly was able to hold him up.
Oh, 2 to Kyle.
He's hit the Yankees well. .391 average with a couple of home runs.
Brandon Pinder, recent addition to the ball club, warming up for the Yankees.
He'll be in the mid-90s, throws hard.
Oh, 2 to Seager. Struck him out. CC's 6th K of the afternoon. There's 2 down here in the 5th. Cano hearing it again for the 3rd time, maybe the 4th time, because right out the starting lineups. So far today, Robbie ground out the second and a strikeout on a 2-2 pitch. We have Seager at second back in the 3rd inning. First pitch to Robbie. Breaking ball outside.
sure Cano was paying attention when Kyle was hitting, and he threw him one fastball in, and then it was the breaking ball away a couple of times that put him away. Starts him off with the breaking ball.
One 0 to Robbie. In tight. He's got a good count, 2-0.
Couple of gentlemen that know themselves well, and CC trying to decide whether he wants to challenge him with a fastball, probably inside if he's going to throw it, or go back to the breaking ball, and Robbie thinking the same thing, trying to figure this one out.
Well, here we go, 2-0 now, time called by Sabathia. Two-0 pitch. Takes her strike as McCann loves to throw to third.
I like what Chris Taylor's doing at third, though. He's getting a really good secondary lead. We've seen the ball bounce away from McCann on the breaking ball a couple of times, and he looks like he's aware of that. If it gets away from him, he'll have a chance to score.
Jackson at first, Taylor at third. 2-1 to Cano. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. 2-2. Big sweeper, same one he got him on in the third inning. Good opportunity for Robbie to silence the masses here. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. He'll hear it now. 7th strikeout for Sabathia, who's pitched well through 5. Mariners do get him for a run and have a 1-0 lead. Got to build on it too, Brad. No doubt about it. Thank you very much. Mariners lead 1-0. Didi Gregorius leads off for the Yankees, followed by Stephen Drew and Jacoby Ellsbury. Gregorius lined out short center field. Jackson made a nice catch on him. Hammered and foul.
One of the things we know about Gregorius at this point is he's aggressive. He will go up there and get his hacks in.
Not every day you get a chance to say, I succeeded. Derek Jeter is Yankee shortstop. Young man obtained from Arizona. Towards the line. Goody's got it measured. Makes a play. One out here in the fifth. To improve your on-bus percentage. Riding is easy. Just ask our rider's guide, available at soundtransit.org.
We've been talking about the weather and how hot it is today. You'd like to see Felix have a quick inning and get Sabathia right back out on the mound. He had to throw a bunch of pitches, gave up a run. Try to get him right back out there again.
Ball one to Stephen Drew, who grounded out the second. RBI single by Austin Jackson. As the Mariners in front 1-0. A run on 5 hits, no runs, 3 hits for the Yankees. Right below the press box to our left. Didn't like that call by Eric Cooper. Ball and 2 strikes.
Good pitch. You can see it on the EQC tracer right at the bottom of the strike zone. Good curveball from Felix.
Put him away. Felix's 3rd strikeout, 2nd looking. There's 2 outs in the 5th. A reminder that this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Top of the order, Ellsbury. 2 groundouts today. Felix with 3 strikeouts. He's walked 2. No runs on 3 hits. There's your easy inning. Trumbo takes care of it. Felix goes 1, 2, 3 in the 5th. And he holds a 1-0 lead.
here on Root Sports, being brought to you by USAA, proudly serving the needs of the military community for over 90 years. And by BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. Good Sunday afternoon to you from the Bronx, New York. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew. Final day here in New York before we head off to Detroit for 4 days. Beautiful day, although it is hot. But a good day to be out in the baseball field. These guys are nice and loose today.
Well, I can tell you that Sabathia, that was a slow walk out to the mound. We have some action out in the bullpen for the Yankees. Sabathia had 80 pitches.
Good time for the Mariners to jump on him. Cruz, Gutierrez, Trumbo, 4, 5, and 6. One. Nelly today's grounded out and struck out.
That was one of the better sliders we've seen from Sabathia.
One pitch. One in between. Ball and 2 strikes. Got the lefty Justin Wilson warming up now. One, 2 to Cruz. Takes ball 2. Trying to go right side, he does. He's had a lot of base hits right side, especially with 2 strikes. Mike, fine start. Nelson Cruz gets the Mariners going here in the 6th.
It's a rare thing when you see a guy that has his kind of power that is willing to give up some of that swing to get a base hit going the other way, especially with 2 strikes. This is another good pitch by Sabathia off the plate away. Nelson Cruz basically no stride at all, just picks his heel up, puts it right back down, and picks up a base hit to right on a pitch that was off the plate away.
Good work.
Franklin Gutierrez 1 for 2. Had a base hit up the middle. That was back in the 2nd inning.
Well, he did that last Saturday against the Angels. He had 2 strikes in the 5th inning. Right field line drive hanging up for Beltran off the bat of Goody. Here's 1 out. Bring up Mark Trumbo. New York actor by way of Tacoma. Native Andrew Parks sends his best to his family in Tacoma. Allison and Colby Parks and daughters Haley Elizabeth and Mary Alice. Great seeing it here at Yankee Stadium. 1 out, 1 on. Mariners lead 1-0 in Austin Jackson, 5th inning. RBI single to center. Drew to Gregorius. Teixeira, the double play. 4-6-3. Mariners gone in the 6th. They lead 1-0.
On Felix Hernandez. Mariners started today. Happy Felix Day, everybody. It's big double play. That was in the first inning. There he is against Ellsbury. Gets a ground ball, and this hot day gets over there in good shape and wins a foot race with the speedy Ellsbury. And a big strikeout of Alex Rodriguez. That led off the fourth inning. Another K. And he gets Stephen Drew. He's got 3 strikeouts. He didn't get his first till the fourth inning. He had 2 in that inning and 1 in the fifth. He's got a 1-0 lead thanks to Austin Jackson's 5th inning RBI single.
You know what, Dave? I wonder sometimes with Felix, you talk about him not getting his first strikeout till the fourth inning. If on a day like this he goes out and just kind of paces himself through the first 2 or 3 innings, his fastball was around 90 miles an hour. Then all of a sudden in the fourth inning he gets a couple of strikeouts. Fastball jumps up to 92, 93. When he was in a little bit of trouble, he actually hit 94. And starts to get after it. Now that he has a lead, we've talked about it many times, when he has a lead, he's one of the best. And you start to see his velocity go up, trying to put this thing away. That curveball gets away from him, but I wonder if sometimes he does that.
I think you're spot on. I don't think there's any question about it. He is that good.
I believe it. We're talking about Sabathia today and the fact that he's gone from a guy that could throw 95 to 97 to where typically his fastball now is 90 to 93, and trying to figure all that out. And somebody asked me about Felix. I said I think Felix will still get people out if he was throwing 87. Don't you agree?
I'm with you. I think Nuno told me one time in spring training, he says, hey, I'll just make it up. I'll just have to catch it.
That is a lot of talent, is what that is.
Up high to Gardner. Tying run aboard. One of their fastest base runners. Brett Gardner walks. Second time he's walked. It's the 3rd walk of the afternoon for Felix. Today, USAA honors all of our service members at home and abroad. Yesterday, Golden Eagles flew their way into Yankee Stadium, and that was a wonderful performance they put in yesterday, and the fans were really into it. From the United States Army, they had one guy that he's made. I heard the guy who was their MC. I forget which gentleman it was, but he had like 9,000 jumps. I was like, oh my goodness. Impressive.
It was impressive.
Good look at the wind blowing out to left. Here's Rodriguez.
About it all came in at a pretty good rate of speed, but it was a soft landing for every one of them.
That's why they're professionals. Because I saw it. I had come in from somewhere, and I looked up, and you're right. They come over to the top of Yankee Stadium, and that was some serious MPH. Lloyd must have seen something he didn't like. Well, he's walking out the top of Felix.
All the pitches to Gardner were up out of the strike zone, which we haven't seen that from Felix today. He's been really good pitching down. And then the first pitch right here is a pitch right at the top of the strike zone to Alex, and he just wants to make sure he is okay. There has been a call to the bullpen. Nuno is going to get loose. I think he just wants to make sure he's all right. .82 pitches. Normally that's not a problem for Felix, but again, over 90 degrees here. At this point, has to feel with the humidity that it's over 100, wouldn't you say, Dave?
Oh, without a doubt. They're calling for real field temperatures of 101 with that big humidity added on. It's 50% humidity when we started back at 108 Eastern time at 92 degrees. I know Lloyd. I think he went out there to tell him, let's get back into attack mode.
That was a better pitch. That pitch right at the bottom of the strike zone, so good adjustment.
Alex today, base hit to left and a strikeout. To the minute, your updated weather conditions. Feels like 99. And Western Washington looking at temperatures in the 90s. 0-2 to Rodriguez. Just got a piece of it.
Well-located fastball again at 93 miles an hour, and a defensive swing by Alex. He definitely was able to get that fastball in on his hands.
Next stop for the Mariners is Detroit. Detroit right now trailing 7-1 at home to Baltimore.
Seeing Lloyd in the dugout right now. He wants Alex to hit the ball to Kyle Seager at third. If he can get a double play.
Toronto leads Tampa Bay 2-0. We'll see the Jays next weekend at home. Texas at Houston, no score, top of the third. Felix ready, 0-2 pitch to Rodriguez. Ball one. Pitch number 86 coming up for Phillies. Play here in the sixth. Mariners turned one double play. That was back in the first. Gardner, decent lead. 1-2 pitch to Alex. Breaking ball. Strike three called. Got him. Big one. That's the fourth strikeout this afternoon for Felix Hernandez. Out number one here in the sixth.
This is one of the best curveballs you're going to see in our Alaska Airlines Supermo. You can see the 12-6 action as Felix spins this breaking ball up there at 81 miles an hour. Nothing Alex can do, just locks him up. Doesn't argue about it. Good pitch.
One out, one on for Mark Teixeira. He's hit into a double play and single to center.
Nuno continues to throw in the Mariner bullpen.
Bullpen was outstanding last night, or yesterday afternoon, beg your pardon. 1-0 to Teixeira. In there for strike, 1-1. Primal, Lowe, Nuno, Rodney, and Carson Smith combined to allow 1 run on 2 hits. Struck out 4. Long hold by Felix. New kicks. Wrist to Gardner. Clash a little bit, but he likes it. 1-1 and tight. Runner goes, pitch. Hit behind Taylor. Can't get it. Gardner can really motor. Gets the third easily.
Well, that's really good timing for the Yankees and a bad break for Felix and the Mariners. That would have been a tailor-made double play ball if Gardner hadn't been running on that pitch. And we'll take a look at it. Inside out swing, but he hits it where Taylor was. Taylor went to the bag to cover because Gardner was running and couldn't get back in time.
The Yankees threatened. 1 out, runners at the corners. Brian McCann 0 for 2, fly out the right and a strikeout.
Felix has been able to get the ground ball this afternoon when he's needed it, and right now he needs it. McCann does not run well. Get him to hit a ground ball, get a double play, and get off the field. 91 pitches for Felix. Wouldn't be surprised if this is his last inning.
Bounce foul.
So the Yankees 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. Mariners 1 for 5. Nuno ready to go. A couple of switch hitters due up after McCann. Beltran and Headley.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. Strikeout number 5, and his biggest strikeout as we've seen Felix get today. 2 outs.
And he goes back to the curveball. He's really thrown his curveball quite a bit today, and again, why not? He has a good one. Gets him to chase that one in the dirt. He was trying to throw it in the dirt. One of the many luxuries that Felix has, having Mike Zunino back there. He can throw his changeup or that curveball in the dirt anytime he wants, even with the tying run at third. Trust Mike to keep it in front of him.
Beltran. It's a ball 1.
Felix thought it was a strike, just below the knees.
Carlos with a ground out to short and a walk today.
Felix now at 94 pitches, and a lot of stressful innings for him today. Only had 2 clean innings, the 3rd and the 5th.
Tie ball game. Beltran with a single to left scores Gardner. 41st RBI for Beltran. Moving up to second is Teixeira.
Breaking ball. This one's flatter and leaves it up out over the plate.
Brings up Chase Headley. Runners at first and second. Tie ball game. Run on 6 hits for the Mariners. A run on 5 hits for the Yankees. Headley today a double to left center and a ground out to second. Pitch. Right at Jackson. Backing up a little bit. Yankees get a run on 2 hits, no errors, leave 2, tie the ball game at 1-1. Around after the game for Mariners post game presented by Delta Airlines. LCC Sabathia. His Sunday afternoon of work is done.
For Sabathia, 6 innings, 6 hits for the Mariners. Just the 1 run. Only walked 1 batter. At 7 strikeouts, 87 pitches. His offense picked him up. He leaves the game tied when he was behind 1-0. Justin Wilson will take over his 43rd appearance on the year. He's had to pitch a lot. 2.73 ERA, 32 strikeouts in the 33 innings that he has worked. Opponents hitting just 177. He's given up 1 home run.
Jesus Montero going to lead off against Wilson.
Montero has been on base twice, walked his first time up, had a base hit to right field last time up.
1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Jesus walking a base hit to right in the 5th. He scored the Mariners' only run on the Austin Jackson 5th inning single. Goes the other way again. Base hit. So Montero, second time leading off, back-to-back plate appearances, delivers base hits to right field.
Not surprised to see Ackley's going to come out and pinch run for Montero.
Here's Dustin. And thanks to BECU, on most Monday nights this season, families can purchase select view level seats for one low price. You'll enjoy great savings when you join us for our next event. It's Monday, July 27th against the Diamondbacks. Visit mariners.com/specials for more info. So Ackley pinch running. Chris Taylor, the hitter, 1 for 2.
Well, he tried to bunt his last time up, wasn't able to do it, but picked up a base hit. We'll see how they want to play it right here, and he's going to bunt again. A little bit easier time with Ackley running instead of Montero.
And Teixeira lets it go foul.
And it looks like Nuno's getting loose against those. Felix, who's close to 100 pitches, is probably done. Talked about the Yankees picking up Sabathia. He's now out of the game, leaves the game tied as you see Nuno. He's ready to go. See if the offense can pick up Felix right here and give him an opportunity to win a ball game.
One to Taylor.
Good fastball from Wilson. 96, right above the strike zone. Maybe after showing bunt a couple of times and missing with that last pitch, try hit and run.
Headley in several steps. Here he comes. Bunt shown early again.
One of the reasons why you see Chris trying to bunt the ball towards the first baseman with Headley in as close as he is. If he bunts it firmly at all, he'll be able to get the lead runner. Bunt it towards first where Teixeira has to hold the runner on.
Ball 2.
Typically for managers, this is the count they like to hit and run on 2-1. They know the pitcher doesn't want to go to a 3-1 count. Pretty good chance he'll throw a fastball in the hitting area. Better speed at first with Ackley compared to Montero. He's going to bunt. He'll show it early.
That he does. It's outside for ball 3.
Mike Zunino waiting on deck. Mike was able to get a sacrifice bunt down his last time up.
It was a very good one. Led to a run. Gets down to 3-1 pitch. Sacrifice. 1-4. One out. Ackley at second. for Mike Zunino. 0 for 1, a strikeout looking. And got down the sacrifice that we just spoke about. Ackley good speed at second.
Mariners 1 for 5 this afternoon. Runners in scoring position. One base hit. Austin Jackson, who's waiting on deck.
Wilson obtained from Pittsburgh last November for catcher Francisco Cervelli. He's been pitching. Wilson has pitched quite well. One earned run over his last 21 appearances. Nino's got a 1-1 count. Chasing there, 1-2. One out with Ackley at second base. Mariners in a 1-1 game here at Yankee Stadium, top 7. Two. Edgar Martinez, the recently hired hitting coach. Got a lot of work with Mike Zunino. Like to see some of it pay off right here. Two to Mike Z. And tips it into the glove of McCann. He holds on, 2 outs.
All fastballs. This last one a good one. 96 right at the top of the strike zone. Will be up to Jackson to try to drive in a run. Austin was able to do that back in the 5th inning. Had a base hit back up the middle.
Getting his first look at Justin Wilson. Done well against the Yankees this season. To Jackson. Can trying to get Wilson back in the zone.
He's thrown 15 pitches, and I think all of them have been fastballs. He has a good one. He's 95, 96, and looks like he has some late life to his fastball. A lot of late swings on it, even though that's basically what he's throwing, coming right after the guys.
There goes Ackley, takes off for third, and he's in standing. And ball 2 to Jackson. Second steal for Ackley this season.
Smart steal from him. If you're going to steal third, you want to get down there without a throw, and that's exactly what Dustin does. And the reason why is Wilson was giving him one look every time, and you can see in that replay, as soon as he turned his head, he took off.
2-2. Runner at third, 2 outs, 2-2 count to Jackson, 1-1 ball game. Mariners would love to take 2 out of 3 to open up this second half. Wilson, the first man out of Joe Girardi's bullpen. Austin Jackson, 2-2. 5 ball. Jacoby Ellsbury battling the sun with his sunglasses. Puts away. Out number 3 as the Mariners leave a man at third. Bottom 7. Nuno is going to take over in this 1-1 game. About stretching your mind as you consider how a Washington's lottery win would change your bucket list. Play today. Beautiful hot day here in New York City. We send it back to Brad Adam. Brad? That we do, Brett. Thank you very much. Vidal Nuno takes over. Let's take a look at what Felix did here today, Mike.
Really, I thought he pitched well today. 6 innings, just 5 hits. 1 run, it was earned. 3 walks. One of the walks is the one that scored on him. Had 5 strikeouts. He threw 97 pitches. And for Felix today, again, a lot of extreme heat here, and he had to work awfully hard in a number of the innings to get out of it. And made some really good pitches. This is a double play that helps him get out of a jam. Gets Teixeira to hit into it. Had a good curveball today, another ground ball out, fields his position. And there's the curveball to Alex. He ended up striking him out a couple of times on the curveball. That was a good fastball, located down and away. There's the other one, just locks Alex up. So for Felix, really good curveball today. Was able to keep it down in the zone. That was a big key, and this one got the ground ball outs that he needed. But he will leave the game tied up, as Nuno will take over his 14th appearance, 2.70 ERA, 13 strikeouts, only 1 walk in the 13 and a third that he has worked. Opponents hitting .245 against him.
The Nuno's first hitter is going to be Didi Gregorius, followed by Stephen Drew and Jacoby Ellsbury. Mariners got the run in the 5th. RBI by Austin Jackson. 6th inning, 2-out RBI single, Carlos Beltran. For the Yankees, strike 1 to Gregorius.
4 left-handers due up for the Yankees, so this will be Nuno's inning. Nobody throwing in the Mariner pen.
A 1. Nuno ahead, 0-2. And hard to right field, trouble. It is caught by Nelson Cruz. Boy, stayed with it and made a terrific catch. 1 down.
Big man heading back towards the wall, has it measured, jumps at the right time, and slams into the wall.
That was nice.
Great concentration.
Like he almost get gobbled up by Pac-Man there. Sigh of relief.
I'm sure he was worried about the ball going out of the ballpark. We talked about short porch and right. Anytime the ball is hitting the air that way, a little bit nervous.
Outstanding catch.
Chris Young's going to pinch hit. He'll pinch hit for Drew.
Chris Young, big game in the opener, went 2 for 4, a homer and a double. And Mark Lowe next up. Easy one hopper to Kyle Seager. 2 outs. 2 outs as we take a look at our Delta Airlines keep climbing standings. Here's what's up in the American League East. Yankees by 3.5 over the Rays, Orioles, Jays, and Sox in hot pursuit. The Yankees have the bulk of their second half games here at home. Here's Ellsbury, 4th time. He's got 3 groundouts.
Mark Lowe starting to throw in the Mariner pen.
Jackson ranging over to his right to make the catch, and Nuno has a very effective 7th inning with a lot of help from Nelson Cruz. A fine catch up against the wall.
we check our game summary. Take you back to the 5th inning. At the plate, Austin Jackson, a 1-2 count. Does good work here.
Held off a number of pitches, able to drive the ball back up the middle.
And that gave the Mariners a 1-0 lead. Montero scored, and then Beltran got a pitch up. He laced it to left field, scoring a run. And now we look at Brendan Ryan, a former Mariner. In his 2nd year with the Yankees, coming off the DL recently, and hard-throwing right-hander Dellin Betances takes over.
1.5 ERA, 48 innings, 79 strikeouts. That's right, 79 strikeouts in 48 innings. Opponent's hitting 123 against the hard-throwing right-hander. Mid to upper 90s with a hard slider.
Shift on for Kyle Seager with Ryan in short right field. Off-speed pitch from Betances, strike one. Kyle today 1 for 3, fly to right, single to right, and a strikeout.
Yankees in first place in the East, and Betances, Andrew Miller, their closer, a big reason why. When the Yankees have had the lead after the 6th inning, they are 37-2. So it's really important for the Mariners to try to score here because they're going to get the tough part of the bullpen from the Yankees.
Fly ball center field, backing up Ellsbury. Sun's an issue, but he has glasses on. Makes the play. Sunday, July 26th. Kyle Seager poster day at Safeco Field. Mariners will be taking on the Blue Jays. And thanks to the Tops, all youngsters are going to take home a poster of our Gold Glove third baseman. Plus, you're going to get a baseball card set featuring your favorite major leaguers. Get your tickets at mariners.com. Well, Cano likes the fastball, and this kid's got a great one. Robbie today's grounded out, struck out his last 2 times up. Nuno.
Talked about him liking the fastball. Betances starts him with a slider and miss, and then missed with a changeup. Hasn't thrown him a fastball yet, and a great count for Cano. Fernando Rodney getting loose in the pen for the Mariners.
(2-0). Cano not thrilled by that Eric Cooper call. 2-1. Fernando. Won't take long for him to be ready. 2-1. With a quizzical look on his face with that one.
Well, they thought the pitch was off the plate away, and you look at the QC tracer, 98 miles an hour, but he was right. It was a ball.
Two-run homers yesterday. He's got a 2-2 count here. Takes ball 3. Nelson Cruz on deck, got a base hit to right in the 6th. Aaron Skipper really wants his team to get moving with a win here today. Did not go. Cano's aboard with 1 out. Check with third base umpire Gary Severson. Go ahead, run aboard for Nelson Cruz. Nelly today ground out the 2nd, strikeout.
And on a 2-2 pitch, got a base hit to right field, leading off the 6th. Seth Smith's on deck. It's staying in play. Teixeira. Oh, man, he made the play. 2 outs. He's a 5-time Gold Glover. Huge out.
Think these fans here know baseball. See them all getting out of the way, give them an opportunity to make the catch.
Saved his lemonade too. There's Seth Smith, who's going to pinch hit for Goody. Ball 1.
Really done well as a pinch hitter. 4 for 9 with a home run. And a good count.
2-0. Seth 0 for 1 against Potentis.
Struggling with his breaking ball. McCann going out having a conversation. 12 pitches, only 5 strikes.
Hot day like this, you're 6'8". I thought I'd see 98, 99 on a regular basis.
Well, we've seen 98, but we haven't seen him throw it much. A lot of off-speed pitches.
Anderson take it 3-0. Harry Rothschild, pitching coach for the Yankees. Concerned here. 3-0 to Seth Smith. And ball 4. Couple of free passes here in the 8th inning with 2 outs. It's going to bring up Mark Trumbo. Andrew Miller, left-handed portion of this deadly back-to-rotation duo. Ball 1. Francis pitched in Friday night's game, scoreless 8th inning, struck out 2. Popped up and playable. Brendan Ryan going back. Beltran in, but Ryan makes the play. Mariners strand 2 in the 8th. 1-1 game. game. And if you're on the road traveling and you want to watch your Mariners, subscribe to MLB.TV Premium for live or on demand on over 400 devices. Real-time highlights, live look-ins, pitch tracking, and more. Blackout and other restrictions do apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. Seth Smith stays in the ball game in left field. And Vidal Nuno starts this inning. This will be his second inning of work. Got lefty Brett Gardner, followed by Alex Rodriguez, and then switch hitter Mark Teixeira. Gardner's walked twice today. Second time he scored. It tied the ball game up in the sixth on the RBI by Carlos Beltran. The new shoes of Brett Gardner. Not many guys wearing all white shoes these days. 1-2.
Nuno has a pretty good slider today. Effective against the left-handed hitters.
One-two pitch. Fouled off. Mariners get their run in the fifth. RBI single Austin Jackson. Beltran answered in the bottom of the sixth. And Rodney preparing to make his entrance. Left field for Seth Smith.
And that will bring out Lloyd McClendon. And he's going to get Rodney.
Nuno did his job. He got all four of his outs.
Really good job by Nuno. Pitched well.
Fernando Rodney going to take over. Go through the routine with Mike Rojas. A throw to Cup after he pours a little on his head. Has his own pacing. During the Mariners game for Twitter Tuesday, you're going to have 5 chances to win exciting prizes. We'll be posting questions, and we want to hear from you, so be sure to watch and follow us on Twitter at @RootSports_NW. For giveaway rules, visit us at rootsports.com. Pitching matchup, CenturyLink brings it to you. What's next? Series against Detroit coming up. 3 night games and a day game. Hap, Walker, Montgomery, and Iwakuma. Simon, Green, Sanchez, and David Price. Well, Mariner fans showing the colors here at Yankee Stadium. 1-1 game, nobody on. 1 out in the 8th. Rodriguez 2 for 15 against Fernando Rodney, who takes over.
Rodney missing with that changeup. He's had a good fastball. His fastball has been 94 to 97.
Fernando's added some color to his beard and his hair. A little red, shade of red. You know, orangey red. The Crayola people would probably define that better than I could. But it's certainly new.
Andrew Miller, the closer for the Yankees, getting loose. Alex certainly has the green light to swing if he wants to right here, 3-0. And he did.
Back-legged it.
97-mile-an-hour fastball in the inside corner. We'll take a look at the swing by Alex. A little bit late on it. Pretty good changeup.
Yes, it was. Full count. 1 out. Teixeira's on deck. Mando ready. 3-2 pitch. A blooper. Seager taking charge. Big out. He's got another one to get here. Teixeira. Teixeira's had his measure of success against the Mariners. He is 0 for 9 against Rodney. One.
99 miles an hour on that last fastball.
From the Dominican, used to the heat, loves the heat. Wears his hat tilted to 10 o'clock or wherever the sun is in honor of his father who worked in fields down there. Woo! 98, 1-2.
Good fastball, middle away, and you can see the late swing by Teixeira.
Two out, nobody on. Shift on for Teixeira, the 1-2 pitch. No way. Deep to right. Gone.
Good fastball at 98, but I don't think it was where he wanted to throw it. Down and into Teixeira. Talked about Teixeira earlier in the ball game. Any left-handed, he's a good low ball hitter. We'll see where his Nuno sets up. He set up inside, high target. He wants this above the belt, but it doesn't get it there. Throws it right at the knees. You can see him drop his glove.
Mark Teixeira with his 36th home run against the Mariners. Good grief.
Now they're looking to see Mike with the high target of the belt. Just didn't get it there.
He did go as they checked with Gary Cederstrom. Ball and 2 strikes to Brian McCann. Two and 2. What a big 2-out blow that was here in the 8th. Teixeira's 23rd home run, his 63rd run batted in. Andrew Miller to pitch the 9th. Easy play, center field. Jackson calling off Smith. The Mariners are going to have to battle against Andrew Miller in their last ups here. Top 9 will be Ackley, Taylor, and Nuno against Andrew Miller. Indeed, Brad. Thank you very much. Miller has been outstanding for these Yankees. He's got Dustin Ackley to lead off. Here's Taylor on deck. Yankees 2-1 lead. There's Miller's numbers. Two 2-0.
You saw the numbers from Miller, 19 for 19 on save opportunities this year. Maybe he's due to blow one behind Ackley. 2-0.
Couple of North Carolina alums battling here. Andrew Miller and Dustin Ackley.
Miller has a good fastball. He'll be 93 to 95. His best pitch is his slider.
There it is. He did go. They got the count Back to even. Two pitch. Three and two. Two to Ackley. Struck him out. One out.
Just challenges him. Really good fastball, 96 miles an hour, and he throws it right down the middle. Didn't want to walk the leadoff hitter.
Brings up Chris Taylor. 1 for 2 with a sacrifice. The rip at 96 came up empty. What a one. Miller was with Boston and Baltimore last year. Teixeira, his 36th career home run against the Mariners, is the difference right now. 2-1 Yankee lead. Breaking ball for strike to Taylor. 1-2. Miller's really come of age as a closer. 1-2. First saw him in Detroit back in 06. Then Florida in 08, 9, 10. And then Boston 11, 12, and 13. And then he traded him to Baltimore last year. He went 2-0, 1.35 ERA. Harrison Smith getting ready just in case. 2-2 to Taylor. 2 outs.
Went right back to the slider again, and when you're trying to catch up to 96, it's hard to lay off of that pitch. You can say it's in off the plate.
Mariners down to their last hope here. 2 outs. Nuno in the 9-hole looks at strike one. He struck out looking, sacrificed, and struck out swinging. Gardner's got the play in front of him. Yankees win 2-1, take the series 2-1. Off to Detroit for the Mariners as Mark Teixeira hurts the Mariners again. His 36th career home run against Seattle. And a heck of a pitching duel here at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx on a hot summer day.
No, you're absolutely right. And I thought Felix really pitched well today. Felix trying to get his 12th win of the year, ends up leaving the game tied 1-1. And the Mariners today only able to score the 1 run on 7 hits.
Tough way to go. We'll get on a plane, go to Detroit. Talk to you from there tomorrow. 2-1 final. Yankees take the series 2-1. Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines starts right now with Brad and Bill.